Ladies and gents, welcome to Next Level Radio. I am your host, Colby Wortman, and our mission is to tackle the biggest questions in strength and conditioning, business, investing, and everything in between. We bring to you the best people in every sector so that you, the listener, can benefit and learn from the best in the biz. Whether that is S&C or business, you can rest assured you're getting the best knowledge available. The best tech and training, the best software, and the best people in the game. TeamBuildr is the one way to elevate your coaching and training game. Having used TeamBuildr for almost a decade, I can confidently say TeamBuildr is one of the best options for coaches or fitness enthusiasts. Go to teambuildr.com and use code NLT at checkout for a discount, and we thank TeamBuildr for being a premium sponsor of Next Level Radio. All right, folks, let's talk about the big 30, 30 years old. You know when your warranty starts to expire and you realize your body's check engine light is on more than your car's? That's when I decided to pop the hood on my health because as a hybrid athlete and a father, I've got more miles on me than a secondhand scooter. I've gone from back pain so bad I couldn't sneeze without yelping to running marathons like I'm being chased by a swarm of bees. And who do you think I have to thank? The doctors and wizards at Dakota Stem Cell Institute. They're like the pit crew for your spine, nestled in the heart of Rapid City, South Dakota. So if you're tired of feeling like an antique sofa every time you bend over, give Dr. Pierce a ring at 605-342-8348. Tell him you want the Next Level Radio tune-up. Trust me, it's the best call you'll ever make. Having trained athletes for many, many years, we have tried every treadmill known to man. You name it, we've tried it. With these treadmills, there's always been a disconnect, something missing for our athletic performance, something that just does not correlate to athletic success on the field until we tried our TrueForm runners. TrueForm for over 10 years has been elevating the performance of pro athletes, college athletes, recreational runners, and everyday athletes alike. You can check out TrueForm treadmills at trueformrunner.com, and we thank TrueForm for being an exclusive sponsor of Next Level Radio.
I haven't had Subway in so fucking long. I can't wait to eat this.
Dude,
fucking foot
they
long.
switched their whole menu out last year.
Well,
they make some bangers in there.
They make some bangers, but why they did it is it makes it look like they're able to raise their prices because it's a different thing.
Sure.
So their prices are way higher.
Yeah.
Fuckers. So here, grab low. Now this thing bounces and it forces your stomach to tighten. So you're going to go here, teapot, come up fast, and it's going to bounce. Come up fast, it's going to bounce. It's all grip strength and ab strength.
Cool.
Okay, 8 each side, 8 each, 10. So go here. The big thing with these, flip your pelvis. So people do them like this and it doesn't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
And you just do this, you're getting your hip flexors tired.
Yeah.
Instead, flip your pelvis.
Kind of suck it in.
Yep. Whoop. And that's where it gets engagement of that lower ab.
Sure.
Okay. I'll start here.
Okay.
Start there.
Start
8
on
of
that.
those.
Or what if I start on that, come right behind you?
Yep. And I'll just go there, you're saying?
Okay.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Do we need armbands? Are we doing that?
4.
Are we doing blood restriction?
After this.
Gotcha.
Yep, after
Cool.
this.
Gotcha.
Because this superset will take 10 minutes. The arm one will take 15.
You bet. This thing's a little toe getter.
Yep. If you grab lower so it doesn't just hit your toes.
Sure.
It'll stretch less. What is this, Richie? 2, 3.
Yeah, much better.
You're making me go sideways, buddy.
Got them sweaty hands.
That's liquid chalk in there, yeah.
I've never used this stuff.
It's actually really cool. I like dry chalk better.
Really?
Our distributor's out because we buy it by, think about this. We buy it by the 20 pounds.
Sure.
Do you know how much chalk is 20 pounds of chalk? It's 2 boxes bigger than that box.
Really?
Of chalk. And so they were out. And so we had to get liquid chalk. It does the drill. I don't like lotion and shit on my hands. I like my hands feeling like they're gonna fall off.
Right. Yeah.
I got something kind of cool to tell you. I haven't told anybody.
Lay it on me.
No, we're not having another kid right now.
I was gonna guess. Can I see that, bud? Thank you.
I don't tell anybody because I don't want to tell anybody, and I won't tell anybody else but you. And the only reason I like to tell you, or trust to tell you, is because I know you'll actually be happy for me than envious.
Right.
I mean, everybody has envy and jealousy, but
that's the work of the devil, my guy.
I know. I was just having a conversation to my wife about this. Like, I even have family that have been envious because I got real estate properties, or envious because of this. The last person I would have ever thought would be envious in my family was, excluding my real estate holdings. So 3 weeks ago, including my real estate holdings, some big milestone happened. Today, as of yesterday morning, not including my real estate holdings.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go. That's badass.
Very crazy.
Brett and I have it on our goal list this year.
Yeah.
That is numero uno.
Yeah.
We're ramping up. Road to $1 million.
It's crazy.
Badass, bro.
It's crazy.
Bad
and it
ass.
came from mostly the Tau, the bit tensor, the cryptocurrency that
Really?
all of it is.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law got me into. It's gone nuts.
Did the
And it's
deal,
gone
huh?
nuts. He's like he probably $190 million. He hasn't worked in 5 days or 5 years.
Is that the guy that was doing the course with you?
No.
No.
Nope, this is my other brother-in-law. That was my cousin.
Gotcha.
He got me in. The crazy part, Gus, we can put that part, what I just said, in there, but not this part.
What kind of freedoms that give you?
Well, we have
What's
a
that
couple
feel
different
like?
options here. We're contemplating 2 things. Kelby staying home and not working,
Sure.
or we're looking at, we're not building the house right now, but we're looking at buying 5 to 10 acres so we can have and build a house on it at some point.
Badass. Fuck yeah.
We're still a little ways away from that, but we're looking. So, yeah, it was crazy, dude.
That's big news. Dad's rich. Fuck yeah,
It's
dude.
crazy, dude.
God is good.
Honestly. And it was one phone call. He's like, hey, Venmo me some money. But, again, it's tax-wise, takes everything from you, but...
Hey, a percentage of $1.2 million, still a good one.
Yep. And I want to get, I want land. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's where the
I want a place. I want a land.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Where you wanting to get it?
Well, in a perfect world, it would be in Wyoming, but that's not going to be the case.
To Spendy?
No. Kelby won't move there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until her parents kick the bucket.
Sure. I get that.
Yep.
That's North Dakota, folks. Our roots run deep.
Yep. So I've been looking. We don't want it in town. I have one place I'm looking out by New Raddick. Her dad has a piece of land for us that he's selling to us for 50%.
Nice.
But it's like just big enough. It's like right at 5 acres where, am I gonna want more and I can't?
Yeah.
You know, like I want some cows, I want this, I want
Sure.
that. Will I be able to? Probably not. But it's a kick-ass piece of land.
My buddy Chuck Swisher, badass bullfighter, big legend. He's got, maybe it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 acre yard.
Okay.
He runs beef to table business
Oh, nice.
on this much. Just a couple of feeder pens for
Yep.
livestock.
And that's, I want my minimum at 5 acres.
Yeah.
which is perfect.
Yeah. And then get your old stay-at-home lady running a chicken coop, selling eggs.
That's what it is.
Dude.
That's what we want. Because I want to be completely off grid.
Yeah.
Is the goal. I want him to live a simple life.
Yeah.
Where if we want to homeschool, ooh, he hit yourself right in the face, buddy.
Bonk.
If we want to live a simple life, we can. That's the goal.
Yeah, dude.
That's the goal, at least. I don't know. We'll
Get
see.
Find your way out of the rat race.
Well, that's the thing. I just don't want, because I would still have a gym there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And do online stuff.
For sure.
It's the goal, but there's a lot of work to be done before that happens. How do you, I have, yep, that makes it tough.
Well, so I guess the basis of our workout today is the podcast. So let's go through our goals for last year.
I have the ones we succeeded at and ones we failed.
Yeah. Was that your last one? Are you done with that one?
I have one more. I got behind you. What goals did you succeed at last year?
So of the three, or four, I guess, right? So starting with my faith, it was to be in the Word at least 15 minutes every day, whether it's Bible study or gospel. And I failed at that.
Yep.
Didn't get that in. Family, as far as winning, it's hard to win, lose, or draw on that one, right? But I got to spend a lot of time with my family last year. I got 2 nieces and a nephew now, and they're all getting big. And like being around Ridge, dude, makes me so happy because the little kids in my life are bringing me a lot of purpose and enjoyment. The one that I had set and that I had achieved was, I guess, one more loss financially. The one that I had set for myself last year was to make $85,000. Failed horribly on my face. In fact, I've never been so upside down in my life. Yeah. So medical bills, dude, and some injuries, and then I didn't go fencing at all. I didn't have any supplemental income when I came home. And so like it was tough, but like I've been pinching pennies. And I'm going to keep pinching pennies. Luckily, like our business is making money, and that's the number I want to watch and pay attention to and progress.
Well, the big thing is where people mess up, dude, is they pinch pennies and then they find a little bit of success and then they completely surpass their living style. And then they're pinching pennies with 4x the income. People can't realize you just need to sustain your lifestyle instead of just jack it up out of the roof. Like everybody will be broke like that. The people that are successful and millionaires and successful in life with family, with religion, with all that stuff, you keep your basis. That's how I see it.
You?
I failed miserably at praying with my family. I failed miserably with reading the scripture. I even said it last year, once a day, and that could be one scripture. So mine bar was even set lower, and I still failed at that. The only one that I succeeded at in spirituality is praying every day. And I prayed 365.
Good.
365 I prayed, but all those other spiritual ones I failed at. As far as business, revenue, profit, that stuff, I succeeded on that one. I had a goal of 150 personally, me personally, 150, and we surpassed that by almost 50, not quite. So that one was great. But the thing that helped that was my business coach, Will, when I hired him, getting to the online side of things. And then the one that technically failed, but was the YouTube goal. So I had a goal of 300 to 500 subscribers. And January 2nd, 2024 is when I hit the goal.
Sweet.
I was 2 days late on the goal.
That's all right.
So those are the main ones that I remember that I failed at. I have a list right here. Take one step weekly to Kelby's and I's perfect day. And we succeeded on that one. Tell/show Ridge, Kelby, and Coda. I love them every day.
Heck yeah.
And then one that we failed on, not very often, but never fall asleep mad.
Yeah.
I think maybe 3 times in the whole year. So I'll take that as a win, but it's technically a loss. So the business side specifically was that was last year, $200,000 in revenue. That one's good.
Hell yeah.
And then post at least once Monday through Friday. And then
you hit that one?
No.
I was gonna say, dude, good work.
And then the big ones that I succeeded on was 2x my real estate portfolio.
Sure.
And how real estate works, well, some people's metric is by doors, not by properties.
Sure.
So when I bought my duplex, I got 2 more doors, which doubled my portfolio.
Yeah.
So
because it's 2 more sources of income for that property. Sure.
So I had 2x the portfolio and purchased a duplex, which was this one together. Cool. So we hit that, YouTube. But again, the ones that I failed on was, this is a big one. I failed on my date agenda I had.
Yeah.
I needed 1 small date monthly, 1 small trip every 3 to 6 months, and 1 big vacation. Sure. And I failed on that. Yeah. Definitely.
Turning around and setting them for this year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the big thing, and I talk about it, so we originally had our old podcast recorded. In this setting I really like. It's more nonchalant. But I'll finish this last set.
You're good.
But I talked about it in this newest podcast. I don't care what somebody's doing right now. We're doing a workout, we're recording this, we're talking about our goals.
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing right now, hit pause on this podcast, and literally grab a piece of paper and write down your goals, because as we talked about last time, it's not this I own a Subaru, I hug trees, and I make my own kombucha shit. It's this, if you start thinking about it, it starts changing your behavior. When your behavior starts changing, you start going towards that goal. And then even if you go towards that goal and fail, you're further to that goal. But if you don't set it, you go to your rut. You get off work, I don't have a goal, so I'm just gonna watch Netflix. Or I don't have a goal, so I'm just gonna hang out. Or I don't have a goal, I'm gonna be with my family. That's not a bad thing, but I'm saying if you don't have it set, you're never going to progress.
Yeah. You revert back to your fucking bad habits.
You're comfortable.
Yeah, where you're comfortable at. Yeah, dude.
So I was giving a speech, not really a speech, just a talk with the DHS boys wrestling team this last week. And I told them, I said, guys, I am probably the most involved person that is not a coach on your program. I go to state every year. I watch every home duel. I'm in your pocket. I'm always helping. I'm trying to do these things. And I said, I'm going to be at state wrestling. And I said, if I don't see when you either win the state championship, you win your last match, or you lose your last match to get kicked out, if I don't see you with a piece of paper and a pencil writing down your goals for next year, me and you were going center mat and I'm going to kick your ass. And they all looked at me like this, and I was like, guys, I'm going to be there. If I don't see you physically writing that down or taking notes in your phone, I will find you. And not because I want to be a dick, it's because I want, if I would have done that, or you would have done that when you were in high school.
Right.
Dude, if it's not just writing them down, it's visualizing and having them rewound in your head all the time, then you're like, I can take this step. Your biggest one is specifically the PRCA finals. You told me 2 years ago, I'm going to get there because I had a close miss, and I'm going to get there. Well, sure shit, my wife, Ridge, and I booked a hotel because you were in there, and we talked about it. We had the video. You said, I will be there. I'm on a vengeance. I'm going to burn the ships. I'm going to do this. And you did it. But if you wouldn't have said that, you wouldn't have done it. Almost guaranteed, right?
Right. Yeah, man.
That's how it goes.
Well, and that one, like, that was the only goal I set last year that I'd hit. In 2022, I was the bridesmaid, the alternate for the circuit finals. And I was like, man, this is the grossest feeling I've ever had. it sucked. And so it's like, well, I'm just, you go home and you do something about it. And then you get to go live that moment and experience all the things that you saw in your head play out. That's bringing it full circle. Like, it starts on a piece of paper, it ends in the arena for me.
It does.
But
the problem is nobody starts it on a piece of paper.
Right.
Like right now, this is the pivotal time for most people. It is February 10th. 90% of people that have these New Year's resolutions, 90% of people that started going to the gym are not going to the gym right now. It's February 10th, guys. You couldn't give yourself 2 months because you're not writing it down. You're not visualizing it. You're not talking to your spouse about it. You're not talking to your best friend about it. We're not having a podcast about it.
Right.
Do that holds you accountable.
Yeah.
And even if it holds you accountable and you fail, awesome.
Cool.
Because I want to bring this up too. I talked about it in the other podcast. I just got last in here. Yeah. I did a social experiment on Instagram, and nobody knew about it. But I made 2 pieces of content.
Oh, I saw that.
I made 2 pieces of content, identical, posted 1 day apart, same caption, same content, same structure of the content, same topic. The first day was every failure I had in 2023. The second day was every success I had in 2023. I posted the failures one, 5x engagement, 5x comments, 5x likes. I posted the success one, flopped. No engagement, no likes, no comments. What does that tell us? People like seeing vulnerability on one side. They like seeing that I fail, you fail, everybody fails. But they also like when people are below them. They like to see people fail. And when you put and you're this vulnerable, really nice person when you put your failures on there, but the next day when you put your successes on there, they're like, ugh, why are you talking about your successes?
Do you think you're better than me?
I didn't succeed. Oh man, and if we can just take that for what it is, don't hate humans because of it. Take it for what it is, as it don't matter what anybody's opinion is. If you find what you're passionate about and you just do that, do that.
You're
because
gonna land somewhere
then it doesn't
on the
matter.
side
Some
good.
people are going to be happy. Most people aren't. The people that are happy for you are the people that you should have in your life. The people that aren't, let them like your Instagram and never talk to them again. They're not your people. It's so true, dude.
It's frustrating. And I really, I grew away from social media this year. I just quit posting. And up until, from the circuit finals till 4 weeks ago when we did the first recording, I was stagnant. And I knew that I wasn't going to be fighting bulls this coming year because was going to be getting surgery or some kind of work done to fix my hips. And so I was just being sad about it and worthless. And the whole thing kind of intimidated me. And so instead of doing it step by step, I just didn't do it at all. And it got me freaking nowhere. And we recorded the podcast, and I was like, man, I feel like a hypocrite. I hated the things I was saying because I wasn't doing them at the time, And so fast forward 4 weeks later, I'm on my second MRI. We're going to figure out what's going on with me. We're going to start planning dates to fix me. I'm in the gym again. I remember
you're eating better.
Dude, the diet's good, and I'm feeling good, and I'm full of energy and full of life, and I got that buzz, that timing, and things are moving. But you got to start with the hard things first, it seems like, because once you cross off that hard thing, everything else is downhill. And once you hit the next hard thing, it's all right because you got momentum pushing you up, and you got to start with the hard shit first. I got to finish these.
Well, and I don't know if you remember our conversation, but when you called me, I was on my way to lead. And you said, dude, I kind of want to re-record that podcast. And I, being the perpetual optimist that I am, I told you, I said, it's good. It's a double-edged sword. You feel like you're not doing the things that you were preaching other people to do. But you're taking the steps to do that, even though you weren't doing it right then. It's a double-edged sword. I get it. I get it. We always will have imposter syndrome, no matter what. We're no matter what going to have imposter syndrome. Doesn't matter how successful you get. You can be making $1 or $1 million. You're going to feel like an imposter. So I was trying to talk you off the ledge of it could still be good. But I also saw your point of view where you just weren't comfortable with it because you weren't doing what you wanted to be doing, which anybody that's listening to this can learn from that. Like everybody feels like an imposter. Everybody feels like a fraud when they're writing down their goals. Fucking write them down. That's where it gets to.
And I'll tell you what, like, when you set a goal of 15 minutes a day to be in the Word and to feel our Creator and talk to Him and have your time with Him, I think those hard things get easier because you know you have someone pushing you and supporting you. But when you choose not to do that thing that you wrote down, you stray, you start living in your flesh and doing the things that Satan is throwing at you instead of walking in your faith with God. And when that gets hard, dude, it seems like everything else gets hard too. Starting with discipline. I think for this year, man, is going to be my biggest focus. Teaching myself more discipline. For the last 4 years, I've worked for myself, dude. And some days I stay up till 4 a.m. working. Other days I'll wake up at 2 p.m. and start whatever. There's no consistency. And so in return, like, the work isn't consistent either. Wow, these are for real, dude.
They're bad.
Holy.
They're really bad. Like, really bad where you can't crank them up too bad because it'll fall off. Your arm will fall off.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
What are you at? Like,
I'm not even tight right now because if I go too tight before we start, it's not going to be a good thing. But I think I go to like 9, just past 9. But I think you have a little bit more bulk on your arms than I do. So French press, I grabbed you a 50. I don't know where you're at, but French press over the top. Grab like this. And now tuck your elbows, keep them tight, straight down, right past your neck bone. And straight up. Okay. Everything's going to be 8, so if you need more, you need more. Hammer curl. Hammer curl with this. No, I was looking at the board. Hammer curl, banded hammer curl, straight up. And then cable curl, lean back because this cable needs you to have a little bit better pull. And then drive your elbows into your hips. Straight up like that.
Fill them up.
Everything's going to be 8. We'll see how she bucks. It ain't going to be pretty.
So I guess that being said, we could start in with this year's goals. And your process for this year.
You want me to start?
Well,
you want to start?
Let me just finish that thought up so I don't forget it. So I think the focus this year is going to be discipline and the being self-employed, right? And getting to sleep so I can wake up early. I've always sucked at going to bed. I've always been a night owl. But it absolutely implodes my following day. And so if I can find consistency in the office and my workflow, I think being disciplined about diet and exercise
it makes it way
and
easier.
Being in the Word every day, I think it makes it easy.
It does.
So that's my focus is focus.
Yours is a double-edged sword though too. Like most creators and people like that, they're night owls.
Bad.
But then as long as you find a system. If you're staying up till 2, then you need to sleep till noon. But then you have to be really productive at noon. Like there's a double-edged sword. A very big double-edged sword. He's gonna start losing it. Everything's 8. A little bit of mine while you're going. A little bit of my goals for 2024 became more simple. Continue to pray every morning. Read my Bible weekly and pray with my family are the big things. The things that really got me this year that I put in here are practice patience with positive self-talk. When I'm a very impatient person. So having said that, when I'm a very impatient person, I get ahead of myself and I need to just slow down. And he has been the biggest thing for that. And then physically, these are my physical goals that as of today is February 10th, I started my marathon prep with 0 back pain. So run full marathon, run my Spartan Ultra, deadlift 700 pounds, which we already did. And then the nutrition, the big one. Don't lie to myself. I told you about this.
Yeah.
I've never 100% given myself to the nutrition and seen where I can go with it.
Yeah.
So those are the big ones. On the business side, we're looking for $200,000 to $225,000 of revenue this year with me personally. And then all the other ones is purchase our Forever Land and 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
Those are the main ones. And they're very lofty.
Yeah,
very lofty. So we'll see how they go. Get it, Reggie. Get it, Reggie.
Oh my gosh.
If you need to take one off, because I haven't tested it. If you need to take one off, you can.
She's fat.
Oh. Can I use this, Bubba? Can I use this, Bubba? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're turning purple. How many?
4 rounds.
Cool. What's different about my goal sheet this year? I don't have a financial goal.
Okay.
As of the first of this year, I got a livable salary from my company. And so
it's huge.
All I care about is bringing in money for the company. That's
Yep.
That's all I'm worried about this
The company
year.
will feed you.
Dude, big time. Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yep.
Yep.
And I guess that's putting my faith in God that He's put me on the right path and He's going to take care of me.
Yep.
Because that's what He's been doing. You know, there's my small goals. Save money every month, put money into my Roth IRA, things like that. They go without saying, but I think 50,000 is attainable.
Uh-huh.
And if we can surplus that,
Yep.
dude, the rest is candy in the dish.
100%.
Once I hit 30, I decided it was time to take a look under the hood and start optimizing my health and performance. Being a hybrid athlete can take a toll on the body, and health optimization is of utmost importance. From personal experience having debilitating back pain, not being able to train or run, to being in the thick of marathon training, Dakota Stem Cell Institute saved my life. Centrally located in Rapid City, South Dakota, you can get advanced functional medicine close to home. Contact Dr. Pierce at 605-342-8348, and we thank you for being a sponsor of Next Level Radio.
What is this?
Dude, talking about patience, and this isn't something that maybe should go in there, but the summer I broke my leg. I was working for a guy down by Belfouche.
You broke your leg?
Mm-hmm. It was 2018.
Oh, I thought you said this year.
No.
Oh.
I was working for a guy down in Belfouche there. I came home with a broken leg, and he fired me.
Oofda.
And so I moved in with the Morrisons, Nate and Dave.
Okay.
Nate's he sells bucking stock. When he was 18, he broke his neck in a bucking horse accident and is paralyzed from like the waist down. Wow. But he's built a successful business. And
when you say bucking stock, just for rodeoing?
yeah, bucking bulls, bucking horses,
Okay.
herd consignments, guys that are looking to start and guys that are looking to finish. They basically sign up and do a sale with him.
Okay.
Because Nate, over the last 20 years, has grown an audience, a following. That's where you go to buy stock online. He does it from an office. But I was fighting. They produce a summer rodeo in Rapid City at the Hart Ranch.
Okay.
And so that year, he hired me to work it. And so I got to live with him for, I think in October I moved out. But Nate would take me to these big rodeos. He took me to Cheyenne. He took me to Vegas, like these big rodeos, so he could look at stock. And it would be a long drive usually, a long haul. Nate had a minivan that was converted so he could drive. And when he got out of that sumbitch, he was gone with the wind. Gone. And at that age, dude, I was very impatient. I had a bad temper.
Yep.
I didn't know. Nate took me with, because I was the guy that helped Nate. Get ready in the morning, get dressed, do the things, put gas in, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So because of that, he paid my way and showed me the road. And but you would either lose Nate because he'd be busy doing something without you, or you'd be standing there waiting him while he talked and had a conversation with somebody.
Patience.
Forever.
Yep.
And yeah, dude, it wore me out. But I learned how to be patient with people. I learned that there is a level of respect that someone is giving you when they ask you to be with them in a moment.
Yep.
Doing whatever, helping them, taking care of them.
Lucky.
But I credit Nate for teaching me those things. And he did it without even knowing about it. You know? Like,
my buddy Logan, one of my closest friends, just sent me this video yesterday. And it was this video talking about like what your male buddies need. And what they showed is like when somebody's going through shit or is vulnerable and all this different things, the study showed that 8 minutes, if you can have a sit down conversation with a friend for 8 minutes, it cut down on suicide rates, it cut down on all this stuff in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So this guy has this rule with all his friends now, and they have a key word.
Sure.
And if they're going through something and they need something, all the text says, hey, do you have 8 minutes?
Sure.
And you text your friend, do you have 8 minutes? And they know, hey, I'm going through some shit. I need to talk.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that was like so simple.
Yeah.
So simple. Because what was a couple months ago, I called you over to my house.
Yeah.
And we just sat down and talked.
Yeah, man.
You know?
You got to have people in your life that's not a wife or a girlfriend.
Yep.
That you can be vulnerable with.
Yep.
And in front of, and know that the things they tell you are out of love and not criticism.
Yep.
And that's something I've always had a hard time accepting. Like, when you finally do, my mom, usually, has been the one, what's going on? We'll reach out. What's the deal? Well, then I'll spill my guts.
Yep.
But if you can't be vulnerable in front of somebody and you just bottle things up, dude, you're going to implode.
Yep.
You're going to implode. Are we done?
Yep.
That's right.
I hit 4. Yeah, it happens every time. It's just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
And I've tried to set it off for as long as I can, but it just always blows up.
Yeah.
Always. Never doesn't blow up is probably the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Never doesn't.
Oh, dude, that's... I mean, well, and that's the other thing, dude. Like, since I started training with you, like, our workout sessions were always... I'd come in, we'd train, and we'd just fire things at each other, you know?
Always.
And now we're both just comfortable enough in our friendship that we can just reach out to each other and say, hey,
Yep.
what's up?
Exactly.
You know, but like getting to start training with you, dude, it's been really, really good for me.
I feel like, and I wish everybody had the same experience with that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but 90% of people don't dive into it as much as you did.
Yeah.
You know? And so they don't see the value as much. It's like I talk about it. It's not just banging weights, man. Banging weights is a portion of it.
Yeah.
It's a very small portion of it.
Yeah.
It's the confidence. It's the mentorship. It's the things behind the scenes
Yeah.
that actually make it worth it.
And just like getting to watch you and see the things you do. And now it's really interesting, man, getting to edit your blogs because it's just like a free little course for me.
Yeah.
It really is.
And again, the things that I'm talking about are things that I either struggle with in the past or currently do.
Right.
So me talking about them, saying them, doing them keeps me accountable, but also is a reminder for myself. It's not just me preaching to preach. It's like, dude, this is the shit I struggle with. One of the biggest things ever was purpose.
Yeah.
And purpose was the biggest thing I struggled with until I found what I was meant to do on this earth.
Yeah.
Doing what I'm doing. But then being super consistent with writing my shit down.
Yeah.
I have that little ADHD planner, and I write down in it every single day the things I need to get done, the things I could get done. Yeah. And actually, the last time I posted about it, you were on there.
Yeah.
I need to get Gus footage, pay Gus, do these things. Like, if I don't do that, I feel like a little lost puppy come Monday morning, and that's the last thing I want to feel is a lost puppy on Monday morning.
One of these.
Yeah.
Dude, just a book that is on your side, hand and foot. This is a week old.
Yes.
You know?
Every time, dude.
Get it open, write it down, do it. Cross it off. Dude, one of the things I enjoy most about having a list is crossing the things off of it. Oh, it's good, huh? Mm-hmm. Man.
People think that the time it takes to write that stuff down is time lost.
Right.
Yet you're 10 times more productive because of the time that you did, and you end up gaining it back plus some.
Yeah. Dude, and like, I know you find joy in scheduling your stuff on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you have a game plan,
oh, yeah.
there ain't nobody going to stop you.
Well, I wake up, I don't know if it's just because I'm so busy right now or what, but maybe besides the last 2 weeks, just with the whole real estate thing happening, repairs and all that stuff, every single Monday morning, I tell Kelby this, when I go to bed on Sundays, like I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not joking. Like I have this excitement because I'm like, I get this, I get this, I get this, I get that. Yeah. I talked about it on the last vlog. Colin Knorr, the guy that's the gun advocate, he has his own YouTube channel, all this stuff. He's like, I was on the verge of burnout, and looking from the outside in, this guy is not anywhere from burnout. Yeah. But he talked about it because, and I resonated with this so much, and I'm sure you saw the video. My whole life, except for the last recent past, I've always thought about getting this project done so I can get to nothing.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, yours is a perfect example. I need to get this video done so I can get to nothing. Yeah. So I can have a beer and sit and do nothing. Yeah. Or I can do X, Y, and Z, sit and do nothing. Instead, that's that burnout cycle. So then you're getting this done. You're like, oh, I have this other thing. Oh, I have this other thing. Instead, he says, you're doing this thing that you enjoy, and it's this process. Yeah. So understand that you're never going to be doing nothing. Yeah. And enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you need to figure that out.
Right.
But if you actually truly enjoy it,
that's on you if it sucks.
If you truly enjoy it, then it's just the thing that you're doing, you know? And I'm not joking. When we go to Puerto Rico, like the thing that I'm looking forward to, yes, I'm looking forward to being at a Jake Paul fight. Yes, I'm doing all this. Sitting on the beach, and everybody's like, oh, when I retire, I'm going to sit on a beach, have a margarita, and do nothing. That's not what I enjoy. You know what I really enjoy? I can't wait to sit on the beach, have my laptop in front of me, hanging out with my wife, but doing work. Yeah. That's because it's the next thing. Yeah. That's what I resonate with, man. Like, you're not going to ever finish something to do nothing. Yeah. I will die working. Yeah. In some capacity. Yeah. So as long as I can enjoy that process all the way through, he said that, and I was like, oh shit. Like, that is so true, because I've always done that. I need to record this video to get to nothing. Yeah. There's 150,000 other videos I can do, you know?
Well, I think, like, as I've matured, I've understood that time management is critical, and using your time efficiently is starts with having a things to do list. Mm-hmm. You know, but I've also learned that an 8-hour project can be 4 hours one day and 4 hours the next. Yep. But go to bed and get some sleep. Otherwise, I'm a fucking zombie and I suck at life. Yep. Starting your scripting your day for success. Yeah. I would call it.
You want to hold this little piece for a second?
Yeah, dude. Ridge. Man, you're so heavy.
Oh, there's this double-edged sword.
Hey, he's okay. He's right there.
I'm right here, Reggie.
He's right there.
You're fine. There's this double-edged sword.
What?
I always say, get the things done today that you can get done today, because tomorrow's never there. Yeah. But you have to fight both. You're okay. Let me just get this.
I'm not that bad, man. I'm not so bad.
Do you want him to read you a book? Just so I can get some stuff put over here.
You're good, dude.
Look. Oh, there's your book.
What?
He loves books.
What brown bear do you see? Brown bear.
Uncle Gus reading you a book, Reggie?
What do you see?
See?
I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird. What do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck. What do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse. What do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. There's Coda. She's looking at you. What do you think?
That's the brown bear right there.
Yeah. Green frog. What do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Oh, I see again. Green frog. Purple cat. What do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog. What do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. I go to black sheep. What do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish. What do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher. What do you see? I see children looking at me. Children. What do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, and a goldfish. Oh, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. That was a good one, huh? That was a good one. Oh, man, you got that.
I did.
That's cute.
I did. How do you want to, wrap it up?
Yeah, dude. We got goals accomplished. We got goals failed.
And we got plenty more for this year. Mine keeps on always coming back to, we can have this conversation and talk about it and all this stuff. For the people like to actually get tangible something out of it. All the stuff that we're talking about and doing will not work unless you just take the 5 minutes to write them down.
Yeah.
It's what I keep on coming back to.
Yeah, dude.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Because
it's the first point of action.
Yeah, there was times when I didn't write them down and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this, and this. And how my brain works, by an hour later, I forgot what I was going to do.
Yeah. Well, and the problem is like, on a day-to-day basis, how many platforms do you have information coming in from?
Oh, God.
To do your job and to have things systematic?
Too many.
And so, like, if you can prioritize your workflow on a piece of paper and tangibly write it down, tangibly cross it off, write it down, cross it off, you're going to be so good at getting things done every day. The confidence will be through your roof.
Yep.
You'll be confident stepping into the gym or, doing something new.
Yep.
Something you might want to try, take a class. Like, these things and the discipline you get from them stem way outside of the gym or your bank account or your walk with God. Like, if you choose to be disciplined and take the steps and do the things, you're going to be so successful and well-rounded in everything that you do. Mm-hmm. There's no denying it. And as soon as you start to backslide, which we all do, mm-hmm. you're going to say, I just need to write things down and start doing them, and I'll be fine.
You have something to go back to.
Yeah, dude.
Last year, one of the coolest things that I heard you say, like every point of success that you had furthermore from this point all stem from your fitness.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself, you have more energy. Yeah. When you have more energy, you can do more work. When you can do more work, you get closer to your goals. When you get closer to goals, you're closer to God. Yeah. Just this cascading effect.
Yep.
Like just
the spider web.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
It hits every aspect of your life.
That's crazy. You got your Edward Schwartz construction hat that you're going to take off. Let's go.
Schwartz?
Yep.
Schwartz with the shorts?
Whoa, my hands are cold. I'm sorry, Bubba.
You want the book in the bag here?
Yeah. You want to go get some Subway? You got a dirty face, big boy.
How long does Rhino train for?
Time-wise, how long does the sparring session go?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if they planned on starting at noon, I bet you they're done by 1:30. I don't know.
Do you want to stop in there for 10 minutes and then go eat some din?
Sure, whatever works. It's just going to depend on him. Sure. I think he's probably going to fall asleep on the way there.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Life's hard. I'm right here.
Life's hard when you're little.
Yeah.
My mom said that for a long time.
I'm right here.
My nephew Coulter, she'll take pictures of him. Have you ever seen that little kid? It's a video where he walks over to the screen door or the sliding glass door because he wants to go play outside.
No.
And he puts his arm up and a Nickelback song starts playing and it's like the saddest little thing.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Dude, it's cute. But Coulter, he'll walk around the house and just want to explore. Go, go, go.
I need to wipe your face off, buddy. That is nasty dirty. It's nasty dirty.
Cool. Well,
Whoa.
you think we got what we
Yeah,
what
I
we
think
need?
we got it. We can.
Kill him?
That is episode
6.
122.
Yeah.